Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, wherever you are in the world. My name is Jade, and this is on iOS. And today we are playing with Beachly Pro. But first, we are going to kick off with the debut single from the amazing, the incomparable Lady Wrote a Line Straight. This is I've Asked Myself.
Left to hide from you. It's all been taken unaware by you. I'll be forever living in the dark. I found a place, I found a peace, I found my own way through without you.
Wow. So that is unbelievably Lady Rhodaline Straight's first original song. She has an amazing catalogue of music. If you go to her channel, there's a link pinned up the top there, and go and check out her catalogue. Sub her up, folks. Suburb folks. She has an amazing catalogue of collaborations, covers. Since I've met her, since I started this channel, she was one of the first people here on this channel, and is a big supporter in this and many other people. And there she is right now. And yeah, I tell you, go and sub her up, folks, as Hippie would say. Boom. Because what has she got? 232 subs. I'm starting to say, boom, it's not enough, folks. Get over there. I'm not moving on until 100 people go and sub her up right now. Anyway, plus, she makes a mean guitar strap. And there's an interview with her on this channel as well, if you want to find out more about that, I think last year. Plus, she has made me a guitar strap too, which is on its way. And I can't wait to show you guys when it gets here. I'm super excited. She made me one already once before, and it didn't get here in the post. So who knows what happened, but I've got another one coming. I'm very blessed to have another one coming. That is Lady Rhodaline Straight. Yes, I hope you're all doing well today. Welcome to the show. I saw Pete Johns in the chat. Pete, trust me, listen to these words. You might want to hang around for this show today and definitely for tomorrow's show. Two very good apps today and tomorrow for GarageBand users, yeah? Very good. So, this is How to App on iOS. My name's Jade. Each day we look at, music apps, video apps, whatever apps, music creation, whatever it is that is around creativity. It's centered around iOS. At the end of each week, we have an interview with somebody and occasionally a live performance each weekend. There's a Facebook group that you can join as well. It is right there. We all rise together. You can also, if you prefer to watch the show daily on the Twitch, you can head over to Twitch TV at How to App on iOS there. Also, I have a Patreon at patreon.com/Jade Starr, where each week master your songs, give away apps, and this app will be given away on the weekend on the Patreon. Also, this week, last week we did a short seminar on vocal technique. This week we are looking at mixing down your song ready for mastering and stuff, yeah? On the Patreon, if you are a patron, yes? And remember, you can always hit the like, share and subscribe right now or on the way out. Please, it helps the channel, you know what I'm saying? And that's youtube.com/JadeStarr. Let's say hello to folks in the chat and then we will jump in. What I see, this works on the GarageBand. You know what? It actually does. What a surprise. Who did I see wrote that? I think it was Mars Capone, the person who got me into this app. Yeah? Because you can open this as an inter-app audio. It is an inter-app audio as well. Yes. So you can actually open this up. UM, interestingly enough. So let's say hello to folks. Hello to Gary Hubbs. Hello to Cy. It's always effing good to see you. Thomas Christ. Tremor Bear. Gregory O'Sullivan. Pete Johns. Who else is here? Jamie Mallender. Hello to you, Jamie. It's always good to see you. Love you too, my friend. Dude! There you go. It always scares the shit out of me when I do it. Dean Thomas. Hello, my friend. Love to see you here. Audible video. Who else is in this wonderful chat today? Lady Rhodaline Straight. Thank you for allowing me to play your song. Ivan Hello, Ivan. Always a pleasure, my friend. Good to see you. Mars Capone. It was Mars Capone, folks, who set me up with this particular app today from Patreon. He threw it my way and said, you should get into this. And I took my time and got into it, and here we are today. And Seba, I hope you're doing well too. Is there anyone I may have missed? I think I've got most of you. I'm down the bottom of the page now, so I'm looking up to see if I've missed anyone. I think I'm all good. Joe Glenn, hello. If I have missed you, I do apologise. Just say something down the bottom now, and I'll grab you. Yes, and I'll slap you. Why was I doing the sound effect when I have sound effects? Awesome. Alrighty, are there any price drops today? We can jump in and have a look at those. You know what? There really aren't any. They're the same as yesterday. Everything I looked at yesterday is exactly the same. Cubase is on sale. There you go. There's a highlight. We looked at the death metal drummer thing yesterday. This is kind of the winding down of the Christmas sales, yeah? But the good news is, who cares about sales today? Because it is 21 degrees and it's only 8 a.m. in the morning, Seba. So it's going to get much, much hotter as we go on, unfortunately. And I'll be sweating like a pig. Yes. All right. So today's app is extremely cheap. That's what I want to start with. Beatly Pro is extremely cheap. There you go. It is $3.99. Now you see the little star up here, which normally indicates there's in-app purchases. The in-app purchases are as follows. So once you do pay for it, you own it all. You've got it all, yes? The in-app purchases they are tips to the developer, yeah? And if you really like the app, I like this model that devs are putting in. So if you like it and you're getting plenty of use out of it, they're giving it to you very cheap. And if you do like it, you can throw them a little tip. I didn't call you cheap, Bear. You're hearing things. Guilty conscience. And the developer is Antonin Charvat, who provided me codes for the giveaway. And I already had this before doing the show. So what is it? Yeah, it is a music generator, but it's a little bit more than that. Yeah, not only can you make ideas with this, get some really good ideas to kick off a song, you can actually build a song from this. And if you're getting a little bit tired of the loops and such in GarageBand, you're starting to like go, hang on a minute, hang on. Sorry, I clicked the wrong one. Where are we? There it is. Gary Hubs. No, Bear. Jade was calling me cheap. I never call you cheap, Gary. You're not a bird. Cheap, cheap. Alrighty. So many in-jokes. So, if you're getting a little bit tired of the loops in GarageBand and you're starting to hear them in other songs, this is going to be your thing, yeah? Because you can make loops and import them into GarageBand super freaking easy. And this thing has an unlimited amount of loops that you can generate. It's astounding. Shall we jump in and have a look? So as I said, you can use it as an inter-app audio, but I'm going to be using it as a standalone. I will show you it as an inter-app audio as well. It is a standalone. Let's open it, shall we? Ooh. Boom. So the other beautiful thing about this app is it's incredibly basic to look at, very simple to look at, and the controls aren't confusing. 2021 was definitely the year of the music generator tool. Yeah, there's been heaps of them. And not all of them are very easy to find your way around. This, on the other hand, is very simple to move around. Very easy to generate something and very easy to export something. Plus, it has, with its updates that it has had some genres added to it, which are very interesting to me. And we'll get to that. So, there's a big button in the middle. You can't go past an app that has a really big button in the middle. So this is $3.99. What happens when I hit the big button in the middle? What do you reckon? It has an arrow pointing that way. Yeah. Yeah. There we go. Okay, so across the top, the first thing you'll notice is these little dots here, and this is the amount of portions to the song, amount of sections to the song. So when it gets to the end of the piece, it repeats. So when I hit play, you'll see it moving along. I get the joke, Audible. I get the joke. Funny stuff. Right, so you can see it moving along the top here. So pretty standard stuff. Pretty standard. So up the top here in the left-hand corner, if you click on this, you can change the key. This is also a part of the options mode. So you can see here you've got change the key, so you can go up and down, do all that stuff. So if we can move to a D, and then underneath we have this style default. So this is the default style, and it's more like I guess it's kind of like a hip-hoppy kind of thing, kind of lo-fi. There's a bunch of that kind of stuff in there, mixture of hip-hop, lo-fi, some electronic kind of stuff. That's the basic default style. When you click on the arrow, you'll notice chiptune. Wow, it's worth the price 100% alone just to have a chiptune generator. My Lord, I've had so much fun with this, with the chiptune. But wait, it gets better, because there also is a cinematic in here. So yeah, you're going to love it, trust me. We'll go back to the default for now. You have a chord progression builder here. So when I click on this, you can actually get in here and work on your chord progression. So you can actually go in and manipulate this stuff as well. We're not going to cover this. So you can turn that on, and you can actually go in here and decide the chord progressions you want. So that's really cool as well. We'll turn that off for now. We don't need that right now. So that is when you access this button up here in the top corner. So let's go down to the bottom and have a look at what's happening down the bottom. You've got your BPM. So when I click on this BPM, you get some little arrows appear down here. This is where you can take it up and down. So I can click on this, take the BPM up and down. Let's just take it to 90. Yeah, so when I hit play now, pretty standard stuff. You can control the BPM, and just above the arrows here, you have a little lock button. And what that is for, and now if I click that lock button, when I generate the next random sounds, the next random song, it will stay at that BPM no matter how many times I move forward and randomize another track. But if you turn that off, unlock it, each time you randomize a track, it will change the BPM. Yeah, so you get a random BPM along with random instruments and random tunes. So that is the BPM section there. You just click it again to get rid of the little arrows down there. We'll skip this for the moment, and let's go over here to this little arrow, because this is your generator button. And you can click forward, and now it has generated a brand new song. And you'll see back here, now there's an arrow back that has been selected. What's really amazing with this is that you can decide how many generated tunes stay in the memory of this while it's active, yeah? So I think you can choose between 10, 50, or 100. So if you generate something and you like it, you can always go back and hear the original, and then go forward. Right? So I've currently got mine set to 100. So if I make some kind of mistake and I'm like, oh my God, I really love that one, I can go back, say, 90 versions if I liked something and didn't really save it or anything. So that's really cool. Let's just hit play and generate some sounds, shall we? Okay, so get the idea. Moving forward it creates a brand new song. Moving back takes you back to it. All right, well, so we got a little record button here as well. Super easy to use. If you're lazy and you don't want to export stuff, you can just hit play and then hit record. And it's just recording however long you want to record for, yeah? And just hit the record button again. And look at that. Straight away, up pops your share sheet. So you can send this straight to Audio Share. And there it is. We'll go back to Beatly now so I can stop it. So really easy just to record something super quick. And if we head over to Pro Tip. Whoosh. And then you could chop this up, take a sample out of that if you so desire. So there's multiple ways you can get samples out of this. That's just the first way, yeah? Probably the quickest way, but you have to do a little bit of editing to get to cut it down to what you need. But it's incredibly possible to do that. And look how cool this is. It automatically saves the track into Audio Pro with recorded beat, gives you the BPM, tells you the note, major chord, gives you all of it. All there without you even having to like write anything in. Super, super really cool. That is that. Super, super really cool. Much cooler than very cool. See what I did there? Peppy rocks. Righty. So that is one way to export your sounds. The other way to export sounds is up in the top right hand corner. These are where your options lie. Yes, your options lie. So you can save a beat. So if you like a beat, you can actually click here and you can save a name. So I can call this Cool Beat 1 and hit save. And now that is in my save bank. So next to the save beat is a load beat. And there you can see I have 2 beats saved. And you can delete a beat at any time. Here are your settings. And these are the very same. So these settings here are where you can decide how many beats you want saved in your memory. So I've currently got it 100, as I said, 50, 10, 5, 0. So you can go all the way up to 100 and then back to 0. You've got rhythm animations. When you uncheck this box, what basically happens is, and let's do this. When you hit play, the little circle in the big circle in the middle stops bouncing around. So if we go back and turn that on, now you will notice it jives when you're playing your beats, yeah? Hello. Deep gravity. There you go. So also here, you will notice underneath, you can share a beat. So you can just hit share and just share that beat. So super simple. You can render it down as an audio file, or you can export as MIDI files. So there's plenty of options to export these amazing things across various different ways. So if you're thinking GarageBand, you can send this across as an audio file, you can send it across as MIDI, then import the MIDI over, add whatever instrument you want to it. So definitely a whole load of ways to do it. Let's have a look at what you get when you generate a song. So we'll generate a brand new song. We'll hit the arrow forward, boom, like that, and hit play. Okay, there's our beat. Now down here where these little EQ symbol thing is, if you click on this, here's where everything is. And this is highly customizable as well. So you can get right in here and mess with this, add instruments, add parts, mess with the MIDI. There's a whole lot of stuff you can do in here. And it's really, really easy. Yeah, so far, I hope you were watching right along with us live, or if you're watching on the replay, you can see this is, this is foolproof. Absolutely foolproof. So with this particular song, you can see we've got drums. It looks like we've got bass. This looks like keys. And when you click on it down the bottom, it opens up the your little palette here. Yeah, so you can see the notes that are in here, and you can normally tell up the top what instrument it is because it says up here. So this is a pad, this particular one. And if we go back over here, click it down, click on this one. This is an orchestra short. Yeah, so we can, and you can see the parts there. This is a bass guitar, and the first one is drums. And the difference between these is too, you can probably see with the drums, there's a whole bunch of ghost notes. So these notes down here are one part of the drum kit, and you can see these notes under here are a bit faded. So they're the ghost notes of the other parts of the drum kit. And how do you access them? Is by going up here to the top and clicking. Can choose. You've got clap, hi-hat, snare, bass drum, all that kind of stuff. So if I click on the snare, you'll see these snare notes come to the front. And it's very easy to mess with these because you have some tools up the top here. Pretty standard stuff if you've ever used an editor before. The hand obviously means you can move stuff around with the hand. To draw things in, you would change it to the little pencil, and then you can start drawing things in. And to remove them, where are we? You click on the next one to delete them and get rid of them. You've got a zoom. Ooh, look at that. You can zoom in, and you can zoom out, and you can hit play from here as well. So what you'll also notice when you're in this screen is up the top here, you have these parts, and you can click on these and see these individual sections of, I think they're 4 bars each. Is that right? Or a bar each or whatever. So you can remove these pretty easily, and you can do that with, I'm pretty sure, let's make sure I'm doing it right. With a swipe, you can just pull them down and just get rid of them. Doosh, 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 whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. So you can get rid of them really easy and just swipe them away. Or you've got the little plus button and you can add them back. And you got to, when you're in this screen as well, your play button is over here. Okay, so over here next to the play button, you have this little hamburger icon. I just clicked it and look, it added an extra instrument. Yeah, so you can actually add more instruments. So I click, let's do another one. When you click it again, the instrument disappears unless you choose something. So if I click it one more time, now we've got a plus sign. We can head over here, hit the plus, and it generates a random instrument for you. So you can do this a whole bunch of times. I think you can have what, 8? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Is it 7? There you go. So 7 you can have. And now if we hit play, okay, let's have a look at some other things in here as well. So we have these buttons across the top. So your pretty standard stuff too on your tracks. You can turn down the volume on each one. You can control all that just like any other DAW or mixer. So you can do that with each. You've got your solo and mute buttons. Plus, there are these buttons up the top here. Let's click it and see what it does. What does it do? I don't know. I can't remember. Let's hit play and find out what it does. Probably not. It's a bit of a mess at the moment. I'm going to change the key back to C, actually. There we go. So let's solo these drums. Yeah. Now if I press this little arrow here, listen what happens. So you can actually go in here individually, yeah, and change these and generate a different sound with individual tracks, which is super cool. But wait, it gets more fun, yeah? So I'm pretty sure this arrow back is like a is once you've changed this here and moved forward, much like the main screen. Once you go forward, then you can use this to actually go back, yeah? So, but then we have this little section here. Are you ready to be mind blown? You can import your own samples in here as well. So we're on this bass track here, and if I click here, it allows you to attach a custom sample. And it opens up your Files app, and you can import anything you like. I don't know if I have any samples in here. I should have had one prepared, shouldn't I? But I'm a bit shit with that. What folder are we in? I have no idea what folder I'm in. Are there any in here? I think I've got some guitar strums, maybe, which is going to sound stupid, but let me see. I'm terrible with this stuff. I'm terrible with samples, so you just have to... There's a blues bass. Where are we? Guitar strum. Let me see if I can find it. Maybe I can do a search. Guitar. No, maybe not. Let's just, I don't know, throw this in. I have no idea what it is. But you can import samples in here as well. So now if we hit play, this is going to sound stupid. And to get rid of that, you just click on this button, this little button here again, and it will remove your custom sample. Do you want to remove your custom sample? Yes, I do. Please. Thank you very much. And now we're back to, yeah, it could have sounded a lot stupider, couldn't it? I'm not going to say anything audible. So there you go. Now, something else I'll show you. When you open up a track here, an individual track, say we'll open up this bass track. Let's remove these, and we'll just keep one of these, yeah? We'll open up this bass. Yeah, nice sigh. So what else can you do? You'll notice there's some little options down here as well, right? And these pertain to each section of this bar. So you notice there's 1, 2, 3, 4 sections per part there. If I click on this down here, this little 3, try and get it right. What's that one, isn't it? So you hold your finger down on it, and you'll notice that section changed to 3 in here. So now if I go over to this one at the end and hold down here, so you can really get in here and mess with the whole, all these sections, yeah? And to change it back, you just hold down again, and they'll go back to 4. And to remove all the parts, you just click the little X's down here, and that will remove them. Pretty cool, yeah? So you've got all that functionality in there to, here's a loop up here as well. So you can loop stuff up here as well. Oh yeah, you can draw stuff in. You can do whatever you want. You've got a loop button up here as well. That's all right. Let's bring everything else back in, shall we? What's going on? Woo! This is called the Pigeon Song. Awesome. So there's a lot of flexibility there to get in and edit this. You can do how to mess up an app on iOS. That is what today's show is called. So we'll generate a new tone. All right, so let's talk about why this is good for GarageBand. Okay, so now if I go in here to our mixer and I solo just the drums. I just want the drums for this. Let's hit play, see what they sound like. Hey. Hey, Antonin is here, the developer from Beatly Pro. We always try and make the shows funny here, or at least slightly entertaining. So here we've got these drums, yeah? I just want these for my GarageBand project. I don't want all the other stuff right now. So we've got this soloed. Now I can head up here, head up to the top right-hand corner, and let's stop that. And now I would just want to render this audio file, yeah? So if I click on render audio file, look at this. It gives me this amazing little section down here where it shows you all of the instruments that are involved in the project. And you can see because I soloed it, it's already checked, ready to go. You can decide down here if you would like stems or a loop. Yeah, so you can do all that as well. Really, really cool. Hello, Andy Goldsby. Welcome aboard to you, my friend. Hello, Ed Zielinski. Ed Zielinski is here. I hope there's nobody I have missed. All right, so I want to just send these drums out, yeah? Let's do it, shall we? We'll hit loop. So I want to make a loop. We'll hit render, and it's going to do its fancy pants thing. Boom, there it's done. Easy as that. Send to audio share, and now we have a loop of all those drums. We'll click loop in here, hit play. So now you can import this into GarageBand. There you go. You've got your beat. You can import this into Loopy Pro. Yeah. So awesome stuff. You can import it into whatever you want. Think outside the box, all that kind of jazz. We'll go back into Beatly, out of here. We'll go back over here to render audio file. Let's say I just want the bass. Can we do that? I think I've got to solo it first. Or can I check it from here? Yeah, you can do it from here. So if I... no, and you see, there you go. Because I only have the drums soloed in the mix, I can only choose the drums from here. See how all these are not able for me to be selecting? So if I go back here and unsolo this and then head over to our settings, to our render audio file, now I can choose any of these. So I just want the bass track. We can unselect all of this. I just want a loop. We'll render that out. Boom, it's off. Really easy. Done, quick. Send over to audio share, and we're good to go. What did I do wrong then? I did something wrong there. And that's what this show's about. That's what I did wrong. I didn't select anything. That would be fucking smart, wouldn't it? Let's go over here. Make sure I've done the right thing. I want to solo this motherfucker. It's soloed. We'll try that again. But there you see there, I actually did the whole song. So you can do the whole track as well. So now you'll see just the bass is selected. We can hit loop. We can do that. Off we go. Render. Bim, bam, boom, ting, bong, gong, and we're off. There is our bass loop. Sweet. But not only that, because you can head over here and you can save that bass loop as a MIDI file. Look at that. So once again, we have this selected as bass, and now I can export this. And here's your typical looking MIDI file, which you can now open in anything, yeah? Anything you like. You might just want it to sound like this. I've heard more bizarre stuff in my life, but there you go. So then you can drag that MIDI file into GarageBand, not a problem at all. So this is incredibly powerful, incredibly simple, and it's only $3.99. Super cool. But wait, I've left the best stuff till last, because I mentioned at the beginning of the show, yeah, that there's 2 other styles of music in here. Be prepared, because this is absolutely 100% worth the price of admission. So we're going to head over to the top left-hand corner and change the default. And when I heard this, oh my Lord, I nearly filled my panties full of gunk. What the hell? Let's generate something. You ready for some chiptune? We got chiptunes. Absolutely shit, yeah. Stephen Hewitt, it does depend on where you live. If you are in Canada or Australia, like myself, it is a lot more, because our dollary dues are worth shit. But that is the US price and UK price. So if you're in Australia, Canada, you're going to be looking at a little bit more because of the dollar conversion. I always work in US when I do these shows, so I should state that more often. But yeah, that would be the case. So we've got chiptunes. Let's do some randomization. I feel like I've got a Commodore 64 in front of me. Damn near every one of these reminds me of the freaking loading screen of a bloody Commodore 64. Yeah, you know, you get the flashing colors flashing up, and then the screen pop up with a really bad digitized artwork. And again, you can add another instrument to this if you want to make it more fancy pants. But as I said, I liked something from 3 goes. I can go back 3. And there it is. Because I've got it set to 100 retries here. Super cool. But wait, there's more, because this not only does that, it does orchestral music as well. Or cinematic music. Orchestral, cinematic. Same kind of difference, yeah? Let's have a listen to what we can generate. Did I do it? Why did it not change? Why are you not changing? Let's do this. Here we go. How cool! Absolutely, Ed Zielinski. Hang on. Can MIDI be imported? Oh no, I saw imported. Read that as exported because I'm blind. No, it can't be imported, but you can make your own. What have we got here in this particular one? So we've got some keys, we've got some piano in here. This is our pad. This is our synth. Really nice stuff. So you imagine importing each of these individually as MIDI files into GarageBand, and using, say, iSymphonic, as an AUV3, and really sprucing these up. Awesome stuff. Get your mind thinking about this. So not only is this a song generator, this is a complete package to be able to edit stuff in here, send it across. You know, with something like iSymphonic, these sounds will sound absolutely incredible. And you've got to admit, for $3.99, these generic sounds that are being made to use is pretty impressive, I think. So this is the strings. And you can see with the strings too, when you hold down up here, you've got strings short and orchestra long. So you've got ghost notes in here as well. Very, very, very lovely. So let's just try it. Let's do this. We'll send across. I'm not sure how this will work because of the ghost notes, but we can see. I'm curious, so let's just fuck around with it, see what happens. That's what we're about. Make mistakes, they make you better, yeah? So we've got that soloed. We'll jump over here. We'll send this out as a MIDI file. And we've got that selected down here. We'll export it. And let's export it into, where are we? We want to go to Save Files. It's called Exported Beat 66. So we want to go into, on my iPad, GarageBand. We're going to have to open GarageBand, man, and all it's bullshit. File transfer. So we'll save it in here. There we go. Done. All right. We're going to have to open GarageBand and do the waiting game. No problem, Tremor Bear. Glad to be of service. We'll close this out. This project I had opened yesterday. We'll create a song, and yes, who knows, maybe GarageBand will open a lot faster than what it has been. We'll choose iSymphonic from here. We want the letter I, don't we? What's the order of the alphabet? I can't remember. D, E, F, G, H, I. Oh, man, I'm losing it today. Where are we? There it is, iSymphonic. So we'll open this up. Has the 15.2 update made GarageBand open for me any faster? No. It's anyway, just going to make a coffee and I'll be right back, yeah? All right, see you later, bye. See you, bye. See ya. Is it still opening? I don't know why my version of GarageBand's like this. Alrighty, come on. I need some waiting music. Do I have some? I probably do. I think it's on the next page. It's probably going to be ready before then. Oh, I see. There it is. It's ready. Okay, so let's import. I forget what it was called. Was it generated? I can't remember what it was. What was the track called? Let's go back here and we'll do a mock save. Come on, dude. Export MIDI. It was called something like exported beat. There we go. Exported beat. So we'll do a search for it. Exported beat. C minor. Oh, it's not letting me import it. We'll just add it there. Oh, look what it's done. It's added the two parts here. That's interesting. Okay. So now I wonder if I can, now I can add it over here Wow, that's interesting. So it automatically generated this. So it chose 2 instruments for it. Let's hear what it's done. So that what was the beat? It was it was 66. So we'll go in here. Tempo set to 66. So now if we move this over isymphonic, I don't even know what the generic sound is. Okay, so now we'll choose a different sound maybe. This is set to an epiphonium. Maybe we can choose like an orchestra. What can we do? Medium-sized strings. Let's see that. Oh man, I hate it when it does this. Let it load the instrument. So you can see what I mean. You can add any effect to it as well. So because I'm doing this on the fly, it's obviously not fancy pants, but how I want it to be. But let's not worry about that. So it's really easy to import these things. What I want to see now is see if this works. Let's test this out. Let's add an interrupt audio. Look at this. Look at this. Beatly full. It's not letting me do it. I thought it would work. I have it open. I thought it would actually work. Try it again. No, it's not letting me do it. So there's that. An interrupt audio you have is not available at this moment. So that's a thing. I thought it would actually work. Maybe it's my GarageBand, who knows? But while we're kind of showing you other things, if I open AUM, sorry, we'll close GarageBand out now. Don't need to go too in depth. If I open AUM in here as well and go to audio and then do a search for Beatly, I can actually open it as an interrupt audio. Now it's not working. Why are you not working for me? Let's try shutting a few things down, shutting this down. We'll try it again. Beatly. Because I did have this working earlier, and now it's not going to work because you need it running in the background, I'm pretty sure. Let it do its thing. Because I had this open before the show. So it does work, trust me. It's probably just my iPad shitting itself, because that's what it does. A huge number of AUV3's interrupt audios have installed, has something to do with the long load time. Yeah, that's probably it. We won't reload that. So I'm assuming this is how I did it earlier. Open it up, go to AUM, then do a search for Beatly, and boom, there it is. So you can actually do it in here as well. And then you could add like effects to it as well. So if you want to do your typical like black hole. So you can do it that way. You could record in AUM. There's multiple ways you can use this, yeah? Now I'm interested to know, will it work this time? Let's close that out. We'll go back to GarageBand. Hello, Lily Pillies. And now we'll try adding it, see if it works. There we go. So now we have in here, I can actually hit play. We're in 59 BPM. Let me turn this down. So now in GarageBand, make sure this is set to 59 BPM. Look at that. Now, if I want, I can record this straight into GarageBand without having to export. Off you go. Look at that. So yes, there are multiple ways to use this. And there you go. Too easy. There's a lot of value you're getting for this app if it is something you are interested in. Yes, because there's, especially for the drum beats, especially for, some of the symphonic stuff, the chiptune stuff. And if you're starting to, and I do see it a lot on the GarageBand users group and create, record, release, I'm starting to see, and we've seen this a growing thing with people making music for GarageBand. If you're using loops, and go for it, use your loops. But we're starting to see people create songs using loops and then getting copyright claims on YouTube because there's only so many loops that you can use before things start repeating. This app is absolutely perfect for creating different kind of things to mix and match with your Apple loops. Different drum beats, you can change them within there. A lot of potential with this, and you can see it works really awesome with GarageBand. I think I have covered everything for this app today on how to use it. I don't think there's anything left to say except let's listen to a few more. I mean, how cool is that? And again, if I want to keep the same BPM for the next one, I'll put the lock on. So now the lock is on, so when I move forward one, same BPM, 39, 39. What the hell? Listen, you've even got little bells in there and shit. What? You better seriously use that tremor bear. I'm very, very impressed. So the other thing I'll tell you before we get out of here for the day, will it blend? I don't know. I'm not willing to put it in a blender. So over here, I forgot to mention this. In this little section here, there is a song mode. And when that is selected, when it's unselected, every time you generate a new pattern, you'll see it only gives you 2 bars. Yeah. So if we go back, move one forward, again, 2 bars. But if you change up here to song mode, that's when you'll get these full pieces up here, yeah? So now you go, oops, I don't want to do that. We go in here, and you see there's a whole song up here as well. So you've got the option to do that. And as I said, to get rid of these, super easy. Just swipe them away, drag down on them. Really easy to get rid of stuff. Yeah, lovely, jubbly. Let's end on some chiptune stuff, shall we? A bit of Jamaican chiptune. Man, that sound, that boom, 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 that reminds me of Commando. Holy shit, I am such an old school game lover. Nico, what do you think? I reckon it's pretty effing cool, man. And $3.99, a little bit more if you're in Australia, but absolutely worth your time. And the in-app purchases that are there, as I said at the beginning, are tips for the developer. So, you know, if you get a lot out of it, you end up releasing an album or something using this to generate your music, shoot him a tip. Yeah, because these developers, they work their butts off to create things like this to make our lives easier, to make music. There you go. What do you guys think? Hey, if you're watching on the replay, leave a comment below. Let us know what you think of it. Good stuff. I reckon it's bloody awesome. How many jingoisms can I put in a section? What's happening tomorrow, guys? I can let you know. Tomorrow we're looking at this really cool app. This is called Sidecar MIDI Controller, and it's fucking cool, right? What this does is, if you do not own a MIDI controller like this and you're sick of using your touch screen, you can use your QWERTY keyboard, your Bluetooth keyboard or your Apple keyboard that's connected, and you can use the keys to play your keyboard. It is really, really cool. We're going to be looking at this, and guess what? Here's the good bit. It works on GarageBand as well. Absolutely. So, if you're using GarageBand and you don't have a keyboard, a MIDI controller, you're out and about, you're on a beach, you wish you had a controller, you can actually use your keyboard to play. It's really, really ace and super simple to use, and we're going to go over it tomorrow, yeah? Because it's lovely jubbly. All right, guys, I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful day. Remember, do the things that make you happy. Mistakes make you better. And at the end of all of this hoopla that's going on in the world, we will all rise together. Until tomorrow, I'll see you then. Bye-bye! Oh. And Thomas Christ, do you have a show coming up today? Or is it tomorrow? I can't remember. If it is today, can you put a link in? If it's not, tell me to get lost. Goodbye. Enjoy getting poked, Pete Johns, tomorrow. Enjoy getting poked, Pete Johns. Thomas Christ shows tomorrow. I'll see you later. Bye.
What the rock is cooking.